student. So let's solve one problem based on the volume of solid. Volume of solid that results. A curve is given. The curve is rotated, the two-dimensionally, and from that we'll be getting a solid figure that will be 3D. So we have to find out the volume of this solid. This is what question is. So finding the volume of solid that results. What here? That results when area bounded by the curve y equals x square, a parabola there, where the b x others are not present, and a curve, this is a line here, is revolved along the line y equals negative 2. This is very important. It is, they are not revolving around x or y axis. It is getting revolved around along with where it is getting around this one. Getting idea? So it is, we are revolving this part in this case, where we are revolving here, it is revolving around y equals minus 2. And set up and do not evaluate the integral. That is what, if you want, we also will be solving integral there. But the original question demands that you do not set up the integral, do not solve. So let's begin here. So now what happens in this case? Let's first part. What is our first part here? So first we'll be solving it this way. Yeah. First, let's go for first step here. So x square, we are equating these both concepts here. X square equals 4x. So the two curves, we are equating those equation. From that we'll be factorizing what x square minus 4x equals 0. We'll be getting two values for x here. X equals 0 and x equals 4. Yeah. After getting, let's go for the figure here. So what figure you'll be getting here? What is the original figure? You can use, if graphing calculator allowed, it is allowed, or you have to solve it. You have to get the figure properly in this case, right? So what is the figure in this case here? So let's go for the figure. What is the figure here? Observe. This is how I'm getting the figure here. So let's begin here. So well, first we'll go with the figure, otherwise you can confuse more confuse. Let's go for only figure. Alright. So y equals 4x, that will be a figure. Y equals x square. This is a curve, parabolic curve here. Is what a parabolic curve you are having. Now, just reporting. This is y equals x square. This is parabolic curve. This is y equals 4x here. Y equals x square there. So these are the two curves here. Now this is a 4, 0 to 4. Now this is a line. This is a line what we are working in. Y equals negative 2. We have to rotate this across these two axes. Okay, across these two axes. Now while rotating, what happens in this case here? If we're gonna see, while rotating in this case, what we have to do, we have to work with one formula here. Now first part, what I converted this in this way. So if you want to rotate this way, what will be your figure? How will you get the figure? Figure will be in this way. This is how you'll be having. So if you work with a complete figure, let's go for complete figure. So complete figure is there where we are having this full figure. Now this is shifted. Along this is what the shift is there. Huh? Remember now, if you'll assume, one of the student normal doubt is that why we are getting 4 over here? How it gets converted? See, this is f of x equals 4x, you can say, and this is f of x equals x square. Let's assume these two parts. Huh? So if according to shifting of the function, if function gets shifted toward downwards. So if you remember, if f of x plus h, when it will become x plus h, it will get converted to 4 of x plus h there. Okay, and f of x plus h, then that will be 4x plus h. Hmm? So this is how, when it shifted downwards, it gets shifted downwards. The whole function getting shifted downwards. And similarly, what will happen? This 4x will get shifted. Similarly, 7x square function, this is also going to get shifted. So now with the original one, I'm first part, what I'm doing going to do in this case, I'm taking this shifting. So the evaluating into I'm two functions, so 4x plus 2 here and x square plus 2. So shifted minus 2, though it is shifted downwards, negative side, below negative y-axis, it is shifted. So the function changes to, this will be your first function, f of x plus h, you can say, f of x plus h there. And this is another, this will be, suppose this is f1, let's go for that f1 first function, or you can call this a g of x. Let's get it more comfortable. Let's go call this a g of x. G of x plus 2. So two functions, different functions shifted on the other sides. And origin formula, what is the origin formula we are having in this case? What you if you observe, what origin formula we have? I'm using the same formula here. So Let's go. We begin with the formula here. What is the formula here? This is the origin formula. Okay, ready? What is the origin formula? So we have the formula as f of y. What is formula? Pi integration c to d. The boundaries are the c to d. F of y whole square minus g of y whole square. So square of this function minus square of the other function. Subtracting the squares of two functions. And that is all. Using this formula, solve. You will be solving it. Now let's begin. So what integration we have set up here? What is the integral we have set up? We have set up here, right? So see, this is the integral what we got. So I'll erase this other part. So this after shifting these two integrals here, shifting across y equals negative 2. So this got converted into 4x plus 2 whole square, that is f of y whole square, and second function that will be x square plus 2 whole square into dx. Well, on solving this integral, you will be getting the answer. Here the question demands only set up the integral. So here the end it ends. Okay, thank you.